Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? It's your man Mean Gene on the scene, and I am here with my co-host,
Riquehavick.
Welcome to another episode of The Way We Ball. Today, we will be discussing jersey retirements. When I say that, I mean we're going to do some facts, some questions, and let y'all know one of the facts that boils wreak havoc blood.
Yeah.
Deep hatred for this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
But I will start off with a question.
Okay.
Giannis wears number 34 for the Bucks.
Right.
Ray Allen wore 34 for the Bucks.
Absolutely.
Do you think that they will retire 34 for Giannis or for Ray Allen?
See, me personally, I know what Ray Allen was in a Memphis uniform. I mean, I said Memphis, Milwaukee uniform, right?
Of course.
But Giannis in a Milwaukee uniform is way better than Ray Allen in a Milwaukee uniform. So I think they're gonna go with Giannis, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He brought a chip to the city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think he's close to almost scoring the most points in Milwaukee history, correct? Leading the team.
Is.
So once he gets there, I mean, it's only right to retire his number. I think it's only right, bro. Honestly, what you think?
That's a tough one.
I honestly think
because when you talk about Ray Allen
Mhm.
in a Milwaukee uniform, like we're not about to sit here and act like Ray Allen wasn't out there giving
absolute
absolute work.
Yeah.
Like,
See, we know that.
We can't. When you look at a player as far as in the jersey that we're talking about, yes, he went to Boston and he won a chip, and he went to Miami and he won a chip. If Miami had got Milwaukee Ray Allen, Dwayne Wade would have been the third best player on that team.
That's a bold statement.
I'm gonna go that far.
That's a bold statement. I ain't gonna lie.
D Wade would have been third.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. D Wade was that man. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not saying he
gonna
wasn't.
lie, but
Not
I see
saying
where
he
you're coming
wasn't.
from. I see where you're coming from.
But that's what I'm saying. So Milwaukee Ray Allen was that good. Now on the flip side, you do have Giannis, and again, this is the MVP. This is the 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. This is the man who bought a chip
to Milwaukee.
So in that sense, it's kind of like, okay, we do know what Giannis has done, but we also do know like what Ray Allen did.
Right.
In that same sense, with it, the lead up to it is with Melo and Jokic.
I think they're in the same. That's the same
It's
thing.
in that same boat.
Honestly,
because we're
yeah.
not gonna act like
Melo wasn't Melo.
Melo wasn't Melo with the braids.
Yeah. Number 15.
Number 15.
That was a different Melo right there, man.
Right, they switched. You know, the fact that they rebranded when Melo got there, they had the baby blue and white and yellow,
Yep.
craziest jerseys, like one of the best jerseys. But the fact that when Melo got there, Melo put on for Denver.
Absolutely.
First year there, they made the playoffs.
Absolutely.
But then again, flip side,
Absolutely.
you got a 2-time MVP.
Yeah. Joker.
You got
Yeah.
arguably
Best
the
big man.
best
right
big
now
man
in the
in the league right now.
game. Right.
It's like, who do you
go based off
Who do you
of,
go
honestly?
based off of?
Yeah.
Because again, you know, Melo may not have got no MVPs there.
Yep.
Melo didn't get no MVPs, but we're not gonna act like Melo wasn't significant
Yeah.
to Denver being
Denver.
even the Denver now.
Yeah.
Like, we not gonna act like he wasn't significant to
Yeah.
them.
Because I'm not gonna lie, honestly, like before I even like thought about that, I automatically thought that number 15 should be retired as Carmelo Anthony. I didn't even think like, yeah, Jokic is good and everything, but like I witnessed Melo like giving people work,
Dirty
like,
work.
crazy work. Kobe and him in the playoffs, they was going at it, like at it, bro. So if you ask me, my personal opinion, you get at the Melo, honestly, but. Jokic's career is still going on. Actually, Melo's career is actually still going on as well. So I mean, that's hard. That's hard, bro.
It's been only here's a fact. It's been only 2 teams that's done 2 people retire in the same number. New York retired 15, which is why when Melo got there, he couldn't wear 15.
Right.
And Portland retired the number 30.
Okay.
So 2 players on each team have worn those 2 numbers, and both players from the team have retired that number. So
that's possible.
So maybe you might do that. I'll be honest with Milwaukee. I don't think that might happen.
Nah, it's not gonna happen.
I think they'll give it to Giannis.
Yeah, by far.
I think they'll flat out just give it to Giannis. I think with Denver,
depending on what Jokic does,
yeah,
I can. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it by a landslide. I still think they should consider it.
Yeah.
Even if Jokic brings a chip to Denver.
Yeah.
I still think they should consider it because, like, Melo's prime, you can't just skip past that.
You're right.
You just can't skip past it, man. Like,
you're right.
At all. They should definitely consider it for sure.
And even sticking with that, like, it's you think about like everybody in the league now, like with LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with LeBron is, I think Miami will retire number 6 again.
Absolutely.
Under LeBron.
Yeah.
You know, of course they had the whole Bill Russell thing as far as what league wide everybody retires 6.
Yeah.
But I think the significant, you have to retire.
Yeah, you have to. Those 4 years in Miami was legendary, bro. Was legendary.
So with the Lakers though, do you see 23 being retired? Because he got the chip.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's just based off what he does. He got the chip, but you know the chip, most people don't count it. So just for that fact, I would think he would have to do a little bit more. Maybe him being the all-time scoring leader in a Lakers uniform might put him up there.
See, but he weighs.
But that's a career thing. So
that's what I'm saying. He weighing 6 now. So that's why it's like, do you?
But which jersey number do they retire? Do they retire 23 because he got the chip when he was wearing 23, or do you retire 6?
With that, but do you think he's done enough to have it
right now? No, not right now. Not as a Laker because Lakers like franchise legendary,
stagnant.
like legendary.
Yeah.
So it's like to compete with them, like everybody that got their jersey retired as a Laker did enough.
It's not just a simple.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not like based off their name alone.
It's like that.
It's like that. So like, don't get me wrong, King James, LeBron James definitely is a name that you can be like, yeah, he's definitely a GOAT for sure. Mm-hmm. But in a Lakers uniform, it's completely different from when he's in a Cleveland uniform. When you think about Cleveland uniforms, you're automatically thinking LeBron James. That's it.
Even Miami.
Miami, you're gonna put LeBron up there. When I go to the Lakers, I'm not thinking him right away.
Like, not at all.
Not at all. Like
not even if he is, he barely top 5.
Yeah. No, not even top 5.
Well,
I'm sorry, just based off the Lakers resume alone, like what he did in a Lakers uniform doesn't compete to like
to what's been.
Yeah, because you got Wilt, Kareem, Kobe, Magic. Who else you got? You got James Worthy. You got Byron Scott. You got
West.
Yeah, Jerry West, Shaq, Elgin Baylor. Like
matter of fact,
you got people, man.
And the piggyback on that, you got Kobe. Kobe is the only player in league history that has two jerseys retired in the same team.
And you know something funny about that, bro? I didn't actually peep how he did it. Like he played 10 years in 8. He played 10 years in 24.
Yeah, 2 Hall of Fame careers.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like when I actually look at his resume, bro, like Kobe is really
basically Kobe was a different person.
Yes, he was 2 different people.
What he said? He was a different animal, but the same beast.
Yeah,
like that's
absolutely.
That's what Kobe was.
Like I just think that's crazy, bro.
Even then, what's crazy is KG. KG does not have his jersey retired in Minnesota.
Yeah,
but he has it retired in Boston.
Why do you think that is though?
Because ownership.
Didn't like him.
Him and ownership got into it. And they got into it for years, which is one of the reasons why KG left the way he did.
Right.
Because at the time, Glenn Taylor was the owner of the Minnesota Timberwolves, and he felt KG was all right, but he felt KG wasn't that guy. Yeah, because he drafted him out of high school. Right. So he felt like KG wasn't that guy, and when it got to it. They never saw eye to eye. Because I don't care what nobody says. You can't think of Minnesota without thinking of KG.
Absolutely.
I don't.
Absolutely.
I can't think of when I think of Minnesota Timberwolves. I don't think of anybody else other than KG.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think there's nobody that you could even
there's nobody
put up and be like.
Most people might say Sam Cassell, but that's it.
But even it's
not up to KG's level, though. I get what you're saying. Because KG in that Minnesota uniform, problem.
Could do that, so
problem.
To kind of have him not having his jersey retired is kind of odd. Like I said, as far as if y'all watched the first episode, y'all know my man Pistol Pete, favorite player of all time. Pistol Pete has a very unique jersey retirement situation because Pistol is one of only 3 players that has 3 jersey retirements for 3 different teams. But he is also one of 2 players that has a jersey retired for a team that he has not played for.
Mm.
So,
yeah.
Pistol has his jersey retired in Atlanta, Utah,
mm-hmm.
and the New Orleans Pelicans.
Okay.
He never played for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Right.
He played. Well, he never. The thing with the Jazz is weird because he played for when they were the New Orleans Jazz.
Right.
Then they ended up moving to Utah.
Utah, yeah.
But the other person who has their jersey retired by a team they have not played.
Can't stand this, man.
Who is that, son?
Michael Jordan.
and what team is this with?
Miami Heat.
Has he ever played the game?
No, he hasn't played a minute. Honestly, hasn't played a single minute. And me, I can't come to the understanding of why. Like, if I see Pat Riley, I will probably ask him that question. Like, that would just be the only question I would ask him. Why did you retire Michael Jordan's jersey? Why?
What was your reason of what you thought? Why?
Honestly, I think it's because he gave Pat Riley PTSD. Honestly. Do you know what he did to him on every team he coached for, bro? Like Michael Jordan really gave him work, crazy work, bro. And I honestly think that's the main reason why Pat Riley said, "Yeah, we're just going to give him, his own jersey in Miami Heat history. He doesn't have to play a single minute, single quarter, nothing. Just give him his own jersey, and that's it." I don't agree with that, bro. I don't agree with that. I mean, yeah, I get it with the Bill Russell situation because Bill Russell was iconic in the game of basketball. Iconic. Straight icon.
And that was league-wide.
Yeah. And honestly, me personally, it should have been done sooner. If you ask me, it should have been done sooner, not after he passed. I think it just should have happened sooner. But as far as Michael Jordan, don't get me wrong. He's iconic in the game. Don't get me wrong. He's iconic. It's some people's GOAT. Not mine, but it's some people's GOAT. Okay. So just to see that, I mean, I can't rock with it. I'm sorry. I never will be able to rock with it. I never, never. I watched tons of highlights on Michael Jordan. I know who he is, but it's just I don't understand why. I just don't understand why, bro.
That's so funny to me.
Honestly, bro, I would never understand why, bro. And I'm a loss for words, bro. As soon as I seen that, I was like, really?
PTSD?
Yeah, it's definitely PTSD, bro. Jordan gave him what? How many teams did Pat Riley coach for?
He coached the Lakers.
Yep.
He coached the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
He coached the Heat.
Yep.
And he did all of that. Well, he had Showtime with the Lakers.
Right. And that was in what?
That was the 80s to
80s to the early 90s.
Early 90s. Yeah. And then he went to the Knicks. I think he went to the Knicks 91, 91 and 96.
Okay.
And then he did the Heat.
And what? That's because when he retired from coaching in what? 03?
Before that, because
so before that's
because Spovich was the coach when Dwayne Wade and them won.
In 05?
In 05.
He was? I thought he was an assistant.
Nah.
He was a coach? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you're right. Pat was coach. My bad.
Okay.
Pat was coach.
Yeah, it's 03, right?
Because that's why Shaq went down there. Cause
Pat absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. So he was there till about 05, 06.
But all that to say, from those 80s until the late 90s, Michael Jordan fried his team. Yeah. He probably was having bad dreams and thinking, waking up saying, how are we going to stop Michael Jordan tomorrow?
How are we going to stop Jordan?
How are we going to stop Jordan tomorrow? I know I'm gassing it a little too much, but I'm saying, that's probably, that's the only reason I can think of. because he didn't play a single minute.
The ironic thing is when they did the retirement of the 6 for league wide, Orlando already had number 6 retired, which a lot of people didn't know. They did it for the fans, like the 6th man of the fans and everything like that. Right. Like it's like when you really dive into a jersey retirements, like how they structure it, it is so unique because you have people that may have never played. You have announcers, you have coaches like Jerry Sloan. They retired the number 1,223. Of course, nobody's wearing that on their jersey.
Right.
Nobody's wearing 100 on their jersey.
Right.
I see what you said. So they retired it, but of course, no one is going to wear it. But it's significant because that's how many wins he had.
Right.
So
that's a lot.
So jersey retirements are so unique in the sense as to where do you think Udonis Haslem would get his jersey retired in Miami? Now, when I say that, you got to remember, Udonis Haslem wasn't dropping 2010. Right.
I'm just trying to base off what he means to that organization. What
he means to
I would say yeah. I would say yeah
for this reason.
I would say yeah.
Nick Collison had his jersey retired in OKC.
Yeah. And Nick Collison.
Nick at Kansas was a beast.
Right.
Came into the NBA and was okay.
Yeah. Mediocre, like normal player.
He's okay.
Normal.
So you can see
UD, yeah.
You can see UD get his.
Yeah, just based on what he means to that organization. Yeah, absolutely.
Clay and Draymond.
Jersey retirement? Yes. Yeah. What they mean to that organization is a lot.
Can you see AD getting the jersey retirement?
In New Orleans?
In general. Now, remember the way he left New Orleans. Like, the thing is, management controls that.
Right. So, based off the way he left New Orleans and me just actually putting it all together, he wanted out. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he looked at his phone and he just traded to the Lakers. He wanted out. Like, he stated that. So, probably not. I mean, if he puts in a little bit more work with the Lakers, I can possibly see it because they consider him top 75 of all time. Me personally, do I think that? No. Not over some of the people that, got snubbed. But, to, answer your question, no, I don't see Anthony Davis getting a jersey retired by any team he played for yet.
KD. Now remember,
OKC?
His OKC
yes. OKC, yes.
Even after
Golden State? No. Yeah, Golden State. I mean, OKC, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Golden State, no. I don't think he did enough.
You see James Harden in Houston getting his?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just going based off what they mean, what they meant to that organization.
Okay.
And don't get me wrong, they both Hall of Famers,
of course,
both Hall of Famers. But what they meant to that organization, like when James Harden came to Houston, he put him on the map as he put him on the map as one of those best teams in the league. He just couldn't get it over the hump.
CP
for New Orleans, yes, absolutely. For Clippers, yes, he might have 2 jersey retirements.
He will. I can see him. I can see him getting retirement with us.
I would say Phoenix, but he didn't do enough yet. Phoenix. And OKC, he didn't do enough there either. But he did take them to the playoffs. I mean, I guess he's iconic, and he will always be remembered in OKC history for that.
Yeah.
But not big enough for a jersey retirement. But like I said, for New Orleans and Clippers, absolutely.
Another person, Blake. You see
Blake Griffin?
Blake getting a jersey retirement?
Clippers, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, he was a big piece of that Lob City Clippers nation, bro. He was a big part of that.
Do you think we will see, and this will be the last person I ask about, do you see Dwight Howard? Now remember, as far as his whole messy situation in Orlando as well, but again, it goes into what they meant. Like, we not gonna see
what they meant to that organization.
We not gonna sit here and act like Dwight Howard ain't top 75.
Yeah, because they definitely snubbed him. That's one of the players I meant that was snubbed.
He definitely should have been on that list.
Right, absolutely.
So, but the thing is, kind of like with KG, like with management and everything,
right?
Really liking it.
Mm-hmm.
With Orlando, Dwight had that whole Dwight mayor that they had, like can you see that? Like him actually.
Me personally, I think
he deserves it.
Yeah,
like,
I think he deserves it, honestly.
Like,
you're asking me, will he get it?
He get it? Like,
will he get it?
Like him deserving it is
most likely probably not. Just because of the way he left. Like that's the same thing with AD. AD was phenomenal on the Pelicans. Like
how he left.
Crazy. It's just the way you left. Like honestly, with him and Dwight Howard was a great player in Orlando. But it's just the way he left, bro. It's honestly the way he left. Like management probably looking at him like, yeah, you would never get your jersey retired just because of the way you left us. Simple as that. Like that's the only main reason I see why. If he would have left on good terms, then yeah, definitely. But I have a follow-up question for you about jersey retirements. I'm a huge T-Mac fan. Mm-hmm. Do you think he would get his jersey retired by anybody? No. I just want to know. Mm-hmm. You don't think so? Mm-hmm. Why?
I put him in the same boat as Grant Hill.
Same boat as Grant Hill? Okay.
And Jay Stackhouse.
Okay.
Like great players.
Okay.
But the fact that I think with them it was more so what we knew they could be.
Because you think just injuries hurt them?
Injuries killed.
Okay.
Injuries killed.
Okay.
And with that, like T-Mac, you can put Orlando T-Mac or
Houston T-Mac. It don't matter.
Whichever one you want to
matter.
Pick, it doesn't matter.
And even early Raptors a little bit. You could probably throw them in there for highlights. For the highlights.
I ain't putting that. Vince Carter getting his done. He getting his jersey retired.
Oh yeah. What do you think that's based off of?
What?
Do you think that's just based off his like?
Oh, that's based off his numbers and what he made.
Okay.
You listen to any of the Canadian kids that's in there now.
Oh yeah, they're still gonna remember Vince Carter. Yeah, for sure.
Vince Carter is the reason why I got it. Like you can't sit there and ignite a whole city.
Do you think he gets it with New Jersey as well?
I don't know. That's a tough one.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a tough one.
Because if I'm not mistaken, did Jason Kidd get his number retired yet?
Jason Kidd got his retired.
With the Nets?
With the Nets.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so why not VC? I mean, I don't think he did enough. Do you think?
Probably not.
I think he was more like a beast. Like he was a beast on both teams. Don't get me wrong.
He was.
But he meant so much more to Canada, bro.
Exactly.
He meant so much more to
Toronto.
That's
what I said. Vince get his.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The Toronto going to retire his. Like,
absolutely.
He meant that when they won that chip, they like had him like a part of that as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
He definitely put them on the map for that. Like
absolutely.
Without if it was no Vince Carter, we probably still wouldn't have a Toronto Raptors team.
You think?
Yeah, I think so. Because think about it, Vancouver. They moved from Vancouver to Memphis.
Right.
Nobody cared about that. Like, nobody cared about Vancouver.
Yeah.
So I think with that same thing, it would have been the same exact thing. But he getting his retired. But
VC for sure.
Like I said, with the jerseys, it's a very unique situation. Each team is different. Each person, each player is different as far as the rules that they'll do, what they will do for each and every player. Like you'll have some people that they jersey retired, and you'll be like, for what?
Michael Jordan, Miami Heat. That's why. Like that's exactly what I be thinking. Why? I get he was a GOAT, but why? Like.
Yeah,
that's how I be feeling when I see Michael Jordan on the Miami, Raptors.
I'll say this until LeBron get his retired from a team that he never played for, he ain't the GOAT.
I can respect that.
That's a nice take on it.
I can respect that.
But as far as with that one, that's the end of the episode. If you have anything about jersey retirements that you think or you got any questions about it, definitely hit us up and let us know. Because again, as far as with the facts that we threw out, I know some of y'all was like, I never knew that. Like, especially with the Jordan thing, a lot of people didn't know that. So it's one of the few things. Follow us on TikTok at The Way We Ball. Follow us on Instagram at The Way We Ball Podcast. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Don't forget that NOTI bell.
Do not forget the NOTI bell, as Riquehavick always will remind you. And on that note, we are out.